Thank you for clicking on this Fun with Pete and Sherry video. I'm your host Julian. This is your co-host Tipsy. We are going to be reviewing Auchentoshan Classic today. This is a lowland Scotch, and one of a series I'm doing on lower priced Scotches. I've had a lot of fun drinking less than expensive single malt Scotches this summer, and for reasons that I've tried a number of interesting things that I wouldn't have tried otherwise. Even some of the failures were kind of interesting in their own way. I have some good news that may be coming soon, and if I get it, we'll be celebrating here with something quite nice. But in the meantime, this is from the lowlands, as I said. The lowlands are one of four traditional regions of Scottish whiskey: Lowland, Highland, Islay, and Campbelltown. Since those days, Speyside has become important enough that it's considered its own sub-region of the Highland, and Campbelltown, of course, it was more or less wiped out by Prohibition, although there is still Springbank, a whiskey that is almost a little more than a rumor here in the United States. I have special ordered some Springbank through the ABC stores here. It's a whiskey that they supposedly can get a hold of. They sent to Richmond and found that there was none in the state warehouse. So presumably my order is now on its way to Campbelltown. Anyway, back to this whiskey. Auchentoshan is a distillery. The name sounds German to me. Am I crazy? It sounds German, right? But it's actually Gaelic, Scottish, and it means the corner of the field, which is where the distillery was, and so that's just what they call it. It is a young whiskey and a delicate whiskey, so perhaps we're in dangerous territory here. For my palate, at least, I have been hard on some light flavored whiskeys in the past. And that is generally because not only do I like bold flavors, but I don't like that lingering taste of alcohol too much. But oddly, Auchentoshan doesn't seem to have that problem, and I think it might be because of the one unique thing about Auchentoshan as a distillery is that everything from Auchentoshan is triple distilled. Triple distillation is much more regularly associated with Irish whiskey than with Scotch whiskey. What's the difference? Can you taste it? Let's see. The flavor profile here is on this whiskey, which I have from the distillery. They tell me is 6 years old. 6 years old. Very young. And as you can sort of tell from the yellowish color, this is matured in American bourbon barrels. Wait, very soft on the nose. Boy, that's almost like a whisper. It's very floral on the nose, rain and honeysuckle. Now I'm trying to suck it too deep and burning my nose, so I'm going to give it a second. All right, I don't think I'm getting anything else here. Let's see how it tastes. Final test. That is wild. Where is the sting of the alcohol that you would expect in a Scotch this light? Very, very strange. It's very smooth. You wouldn't necessarily expect that. It's coming in with it's a little bit of a floral and a bit grassy taste, with definitely some sweetness, like honey, and then a good citrus note that comes in at the end, lemony, very lemony, maybe even a trifle metallic at the end, but not bad. And something else that I think has no direct taste parallel, an ethereal taste, sort of wraps the whole thing like liquid sky. Wow, that's a really good Scotch, especially given that I paid $38 for it, and that it is only 6 years old. Sorry, I know I'm going on about that, but really, 6 years old. 6 years old. I'm going to give Auchentoshan Classic an 8.2, and that, yes, is the highest rating I've given a Scotch that you can get for $38 or less, but you can't really get too many for that for $38 or less. So if you are somewhere where you can get a hold of this, and Virginia, you can order this, I would say give this a try. Even though it's delicate and light flavored, it is interesting enough that it is worth your time. I think even if you have a palate similar to mine, where you're after the big peat things. There's no peat here, by the way, or sherry. There's nothing like that going on here. It's just really well put together young bourbon Scotch. What else could that ethereal taste be? I know it's not quite mint, but it's something like that. It's like it has a after you swallow it, you have that sense of cool air wafting in following it down. Very odd. Oh, get yourself a drink. Really, get yourself a drink. I want to make a toast, and I know everyone of my viewers will want to drink along with this one. So, pause, you got your drink? Okay, good. Here we go. To hell with all tyrants everywhere. Vladimir Putin, you just made the list. Free Pussy Riot. Thank you for clicking on this Fun with Pete and Sherry video. I'm Julian. I'll see you next time.